What's up guys, Ryan here from MudGunner, and today we are talking about my current night vision setups. I'm not an expert by any means, so don't take this as me trying to teach you guys how to do this, but I actually am kind of a novice with night vision and I've been getting into it. I got my first set of night vision, I think like end of last year or near the end of last year, and I've just been kind of building up my one helmet. But this year I've also been slowly acquiring parts for another helmet because I do have two sets of night vision. I have two PVS-14s right here. These are Bearing Optics Gen 2 Plus PVS-14s. It's white phosphor. And then I did get a set of AGM NVG-50s. So that's like one solid unit. And I basically want to have two helmet setups because it'll be nice if I go shooting with friends that don't have it. I've gone out with friends that had two sets and it was very nice of them to let me use it. So I want to be able to kind of pay it forward and help my friends out if they need night vision when we go out shooting. So I'm building up this helmet and yeah, again, I'm still kind of a novice, but I just picked up a G24 mount, an actual G24 by Wilcox because the one that's on here is fake. And yeah, we'll get into that. I'm gonna bring the camera closer to show you guys too because yeah, it'll just be a little bit easier. So yeah, basically today we're just gonna fully get this thing set up. I'm still gonna be missing a lot of stuff, but what we have here is a hard-headed veterans ballistic helmet. I think it's like level 3 or level 3 plus. It's mainly meant for pistol rounds, and it might ricochet a rifle round. I think it's buried under here somewhere. So this is the hard-headed veterans ATE2 ballistic, and it says NIJ level 3A. So I think that's like pistol up to 44 mag. And then I got this piece from a buddy of mine. This is a Velocity Systems. It's called the SLAP, which stands for, let me find it. It stands for Super Light Armor Applique Plate. So I don't remember the exact ballistic rating of this, but I think it helps it ricochet rifle rounds a little bit more. But it's just a Velcroed on like additional armor for your helmet. It basically looks like part of a helmet. But the helmet's hard-headed veterans, and this piece is made by Velocity Systems. So yeah, kind of interesting. I don't know how practical it is or how much I'll use it, because with night vision plus this, that's a lot of weight going forward, and I don't have any weights on the back of this. So yeah, again, this is just one that I've been slowly building up. But this has been my main helmet, and I only have a few outings out with this helmet. I haven't used night vision since like winter time basically. And again, I got it at the end of last year, and before I wasn't able to take myself to the desert, so getting friends to go out at night was not as common. But now that I have an off-road vehicle this winter, I plan on getting a lot more night vision shooting in and hopefully more night vision videos for you guys. But this is also a hard-headed veterans helmet, and then I have a couple things done on here. So again, I'm gonna bring the camera closer and show you guys, and yeah, let's kind of get into that. All right guys, so I'll kind of go into my helmet right here. So this is an AGM NVG-50 unit. It is Gen 3 white phosphor. It is non-auto gated. And then again, these ones are Bearing Optics PVS-14 Gen 2 Plus. And honestly, the Gen 2 Plus, these are like almost as clear as this, or basically about the same clarity. I don't have any footage to show you guys right now, but they are very clear. And again, this winter, or like whenever it cools down, I'll start getting more night vision footage for you guys. But these are two individual PVS-14s on this integrated components PVS-14 mount. So it just mounts them directly because they each screw in right on their own. And then this is just one solid unit from AGM. And yeah, I mean, again, I'm kind of a novice, so I can't tell you like what is the best option out there for night vision. I just got both to try them out. One thing with this is it's a single battery, which is nice. Where those you have to put a single AA in each one, where this will do AA or CR123 batteries. And then the downside with this one is it kind of has a buzzing noise. You get used to it while you're shooting, so it's not noticeable, but that is the main thing you'll notice when you turn it on, is it does have a constant buzzing noise, where these ones do not. But other than that, they're both good. And then I also have this one set up to run some thermal. And if you guys want to watch any footage I have of night vision or thermal, I have a playlist on my YouTube channel that you can check out, because I have done a couple thermal videos with this and another option. So this is the Saffron Optics 1 E-Cody, which stands for Enhanced Clip-On Thermal Imager, and it's very nice. It basically gives your night vision thermal because you have a viewing window right here, and it translates it to your night vision through up here. So a very cool unit, and then it just clips onto the front right here. And yeah, so again, it just gives your night vision thermal, and it doesn't get in the way. You can still see perfectly clear. Now, if you were to close just one eye, that's a lot to take in just on that one. So with this, you definitely want dual tube night vision. But it's a lot of fun to play with. And again, I've done, I think, 2 videos on it so far. So just go check out my thermal and night vision playlist. And then I also have footage of a IRA RH25 on there, which is just a standalone thermal. As far as which one's better, I mean, this is perfect for mounting, but the IRA, you get a little bit more usability for a variety of things, whether it be helmet mounted or weapon mounted or just handheld. You get a lot more capability with the IRA RH25, where it's just specifically to go under your night vision. So again, I'll run you through the helmet right here. So we have a fake G24 mount that came with these. So I bought these from a local guy here in Arizona, and he kind of hooked me up. He gave me a great deal on both of these, plus the mount. He gave me this fake G24 mount because it's not real, but it works really good. And then I also got an Agilite bridge, which is a Velcro piece that's underneath here. And then it's got spare batteries and the weights in the back. And then he also gave me a Hellstar 6, which is this strobe right here. So I'll turn it on for you guys. Right now it's set to IR, but I can turn it to white light. So that's your green light, and then green with a flashing white light. So this is a Hellstar 6. I really like it. And then it just allows people to see you at night, either visually or you flip this and it's IR. So it's pretty cool. So that's green with strobe. Oops, I went over it. Then just green or off. But I leave it on IR so that when I turn it on, it's just under IR. So if I turn it on right now, you can't see it because you need night vision. So the helmet kind of looks like a mess because it's all covered up, but that's the whole point. So we got the Hellstar 6, we got an Agilite bridge, which is the Velcro piece here. We have a T-Rex arms lanyard, night vision lanyard. And then I have the weights back here plus some batteries, and then I got a cool little patch. And then on the side here, I have a little Surefire scout light. And it's just white light, it's not an IR light, but I do also have a handheld Surefire Vampire. So it is white light, or I flip this over and it's IR light. So you have an IR flashlight. Most night vision has a built-in IR light, but it's also nice to just have an IR flashlight for a handheld. So I like that. But maybe at some point I'll get a direct mounted one for the helmet, but with me having this handheld one, I really don't need it. So this is just white light on here. And then other than that, I mean, it's just, again, a hard-headed veteran's helmet, so both of mine are. Now, this is the one that I've had for a little bit, and I bought both of these used. So this one's got some like bike helmet cushion in there, and it's a lot stiffer. There's less pads and it's a lot stiffer, but it also has kind of this, I guess, ratchet system for tightening. And then this other one that I got, this is my newer one that I purchased, again, secondhand. Also, the chin strap's a little bit different. It comes off pretty easily, but it's got a lot more cushion in there. It's got a slightly different back padding. I don't know which one would be the newer version of the helmet, but you see, so there's no padding up here other than the Velcro one, but this one has the built-in kind of like bike helmet padding right there. It's like hard foam plus a little bit of soft cushion. I mean, it's not even very cushiony, but it's kind of stiff. So just playing around at the house, like I've actually shot with this helmet on. It works. The most I've worn it is about 2 hours. With wearing night vision for shooting, you will get a headache, or I did at least the first couple times I did it. I'm not necessarily used to it yet, so I think I still need to figure out my helmet a little bit more. But just playing with it at my house, this one is significantly more comfy with all these pads in there. But I remember when I was shooting with this, I had to clear out some space in here so I could wear earmuffs under there because I don't have any external ears on either of these. They're very expensive, so I just haven't gotten them yet. Or I like shooting suppressed, and then I don't need them as bad, especially if I'm running 300 blackout. But that is something that's on the list, is to get some nice helmet-mounted earmuffs. I just don't have anything fancy right now. And then other than that, I would like to get a higher-end ballistic helmet, either like an OpScore or Team Wendy. I'm not familiar with all of them, so again, I'm not your knowledge guy for stuff like that. I'm just showing you my current setup. But I mean, even this being a basic helmet, one, it's still ballistic, so this helmet brand new I think costs as much as those higher end brands bump helmets, which are non-ballistic. But I traded stuff to a buddy for this one, and then this one I think I paid like $150 for, so it wasn't terrible. And then this has a Low Pro Apparel Augmento 2 ghillie, which I got the idea for this from watching Grantham's channel, because I think he did a video on, it was like his airsoft video event where he talks about night vision. But I like it. It kind of disrupts all the pattern and everything, which is what you want, because it'll be easier to hide, because this is a multicam helmet. It's got a green bridge on there, and then this is desert camo or arid camo for out here in the desert. So I really like it. But yeah, my goal is to set this one up to just be a secondary helmet. Honestly, this one feels a little bit more comfort on the inside, but I'm just probably need to buy some more padding for that one. So this is going to be my main helmet that I use, and then this is going to be like my loaner helmet. So what that means is, again, I got a real G24 mount. I'm going to put the real G24 on my helmet and put the fake one on here. But again, that fake one works really well. So I'll take mine off first. And only downside is everything's kind of covered. But this just pops off. If I remember where the button is. Oh, here it is. So that pops off. I remember I had to put some tape under here to prevent the rattle. So I do have some camo tape in case we have to do that for the other one too. Because basically I just put a couple layers on so that it just stuck firm and did not come off. But we'll see how it feels on this one. Which way does it go first? No, it should go this way first. There we go. Maybe. Okay, there we go. I mean, it feels pretty solid. There's a little bit of play. But let me see how the actual G24 feels on my helmet so I remember how I want to set it up. These mounts are freaking expensive. A buddy of mine sold me this. I mean, it's basically brand new, but he did give me a deal on it, so thank you if you're watching this. But this one was, my girlfriend's dropping stuff in the background. It's fine, it's fine. Sorry. Date counted, 9/27/2023. Does that mean it was made there, or made that time? Date counted. But yeah, so real G24, it looks just like my fake G24. It just has words on it, which makes it extra special. And it's got a QR code on the side, which this one does not. But again, this one works really well. So I'm gonna mount this on here. Gotta move some of this ghillie. I don't remember how I had this exactly. All right, so now that's in. There is not as much play. I mean, there's a little bit. Let me compare that and then compare this. So there's definitely more play on this part of the unit itself versus that one. But what about the mount itself? So there's no play in the mount right there. There's less play in the mount right here. Like this feels pretty solid with my tape on there. So yeah, so I'll probably put like 1 or 2 pieces of tape under here. I won't do it right now, but again, I just used some duct tape and my dog chewed up the side of this a little bit. But yeah, just some duct tape under there to kind of firm it up. But yeah, you definitely notice this one has a little bit more play on the night vision mount itself. And then let me do this one. That one has a little bit of play, but it feels pretty solid. So, but this is my first time experiencing an actual G24 mount. Yeah, a lot more play, but that'll be cool. So my other thing is, let me move this helmet out of the way. So if you guys are more experienced with night vision, I don't leave my night vision on the helmet because I put it in my safe because it's a lot of money to leave out and my safe is not big enough for my helmets, unfortunately. So with this, I know they have like these hooks right here for the clips, but at least with the other one, they are kind of like loose. So every time I put this on, should I use these bungee hooks, hook them right here, which they're not really like super tight. And then I also had these like Ranger bands to hook it to the night vision mount so it doesn't fall off. Is this like the appropriate way to do it? Or should I get rid of these bungees on there and just rely on that? Again, I'm just not going to claim I know anything more than other people, so I am looking for advice on that. I don't remember who told me about this, but they said, you know, just keep some like Ranger band or bike inner tube on your night vision, and then when you put it on the mount, just wrap it around like that, and that'll hold it in place. But that's also going to affect like my knobs right here a little bit on this one, so it's not as much of an issue with this one, but yeah, just let me know what you guys think on that. But is this the appropriate thing to do? So the bungees that come on the helmet, just hook them on the little zip tie right here, and it barely like attaches. It tightens up a little bit more when I pull it up, and then obviously there's 2, so there's 1 on each side. But yeah, I don't leave the night vision on the helmet because they sit in the safe when I'm not using them. I don't keep them by the bed at night, unfortunately. And then also I have my night vision lanyard, which I don't have set up on here right now. So I haven't really messed with that one too much. I have it on there. And then my initial plan was that I could like just loop it around. Whoops. I could loop it around like that. Is that appropriate at all or no? So again, just looking for your guys' input. I will learn more about this, and then as I become like good enough to teach beginners, I don't mind doing that. But as of right now, I am still a beginner. So I guess the other thing is if I have too much stuff right here, like I have to orient this the right way so that I can like pan it down more, because otherwise it'll get stuck in certain spots. So I'm probably just doing too much. So you guys let me know, or if you have any videos to recommend. I haven't watched night vision videos recently, so I'll need to redo that. But yeah, again, I've just been building up the parts for this second helmet, and then this one will just pop right on here. And then same thing, move this over. Got night vision everywhere now. Bye, babe. So same thing, do I just use these bungees right here and hook them? Where do I even hook them on here? I guess I could, let me see. So I could hook it right here if that's appropriate. Yeah, I mean, it seems like that would be fine if I hook it right there. Does that seem appropriate for you guys? Sorry if I'm not all the way in frame. So this one has a little zip tie on here. I didn't add any zip ties to this. This is just how it came. So is it better to hook it to the zip tie or hook it directly to the polymer right there? Because there is a zip tie right here. So let me see if I can fish hook that in there. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And then, but I guess the other thing is though, it's going to pull it to the side. I mean, I know I don't need them all the way touching, but if I need it a specific way and it gets bumped, I might have to just readjust it. So, but yeah, these are my two current helmet setups, and I'll build this one up more. I know I need some counterweights in the back, but other than that, I'm excited to officially have two setups. Oh, that's cool. When I throw it to the side, it kind of just opened them up, and then when I push it down, I guess I have to just move them out of the way a little bit. Oh, it's getting, oh, so that's something. It's getting caught on that little thing right there. Oh, and it already took like a little chip off the side. So this is probably not super practical, but I think it's cool, and I'll have to play around with it. But yeah, again, this is kind of just meant to help add ballistic layer to your helmet, so you're more bulletproof, even though getting shot in the head, even with a helmet, would suck. So there we go. All right, now I'll pop it up. So yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching. I know it's kind of just a odd video, but it's part of what I need to learn is night vision stuff, because that goes with guns as well. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for my next video.